What's up, Rasmanites? Well, the last one of these went so well that I thought, why not do it again? So, this time it's only the pilot, but I think it's enough to know what the show is going to feel like because of the show that it is. So here are my thoughts on the Power Rangers Megaforce pilot. Today, on the Razman's Reality. Okay, so I gotta give a big shout out to Black Nerd Comedy. What's up, Andre? You inspired me to check out this pilot because, to be honest, I was not all that impressed with Power Rangers Samurai. I tried it, especially after hearing that Saban had taken back control of the franchise. I was super stoked because, come on, those of us who grew up on Mighty Morphin, you can't tell me that you didn't go around going, it's morphin' time, Mastodon, Pterodactyl, Triceratops, Saber-toothed Tiger, Tyrannosaurus, Dragonzord, White Tiger. You can't tell me you didn't do that. Or if you didn't have enough guts to do that, I tell you what you did do, fellas. You spent many a nights daydreaming about Amy Jo Johnson and Katharina Sutherland. Come on. Come on. Come on. So, Power Rangers Megaforce. Why did I think this one was going to be different than Power Rangers Samurai? Because Andre talked about all of his homages to the original Mighty Morphin series. I mean, you had a trainee of Zordon, you had a robot sidekick, and you had the teenagers going to Ernie's. It wasn't Ernie's Youth Bar, but the place was called Ernie's. So I thought, yeah, this could be cool. Just for nostalgia purposes, this could be cool. And you know what? I knew what I was getting into. It's Power Rangers. I'm 33 years old. I'm going to feel way different about the excitement and, oh my god, that's so cool, than I did back in the 90s. But, that being said, I liked it for what it is. Because it was total cheese fest, and that's what I like about it. But here's my problem with the show. There was absolutely no originality to it at all, except for things that don't work. Because first of all, like Andre said, if you're going to bring back a Zordon-like character and an Alpha-like character, why not just do the whole deal? Why not just bring back Zordon and Alpha? Because you got a dude that takes the form of a tiki, and you got a robot that looks like a poor man's number 5 is alive, Johnny 5. Johnny 5 is alive! Yeah, this isn't 1980. This is 2013. Come on. So, yeah, I kind of agree with the Rangers when they first saw the guy and the robot. They're like, really? I'm supposed to believe that you guys are helping me save the planet, really? So that was my first problem. My second problem was the morphers. I mean, back in the day when you could reach behind your pocket and go like that, that was cool. That made you feel like the Rangers can seal their identities and the Rangers could exist in our world. But now, you got the Rangers with these big old honking playing cards that they stick in their morphers to morph, and they stick in their morphers to call upon their new version of the blaster and all their weapons. Yeah, like that's gonna make sense in battle. Like, oh my god, I'm being attacked. Let me take 50 seconds and pull out this mega card and pull out my weapon, and I'm not gonna get destroyed in the meantime. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Way to go, Saban. Way to go. And problem number 3. Oh my god, problem number 3. You know, they're teenagers. So they're not gonna be, you know, freaking Oscar-worthy actors. We all know that. But, yeah, did you go to acting school at all? Have you ever heard of this thing called emotion? It was like they just read the line once and they're like, okay, we're done. We're moving on to the next take. It's like, what is the deal with this Ranger stuff? For the Pink Ranger, or yeah, okay, I'm the new kid in town, but I saw the Rangers in my dream, so yeah, I'm gonna be the Red Ranger and I'm gonna kick some butt. Like, there was nothing about it that made sense. And then the worst of all was the black kid who's the new Blue Ranger. He was totally supposed to be the Black Billy. Why do I know he's supposed to be the Black Billy? Not just because everything he does is nerdy, but because he goes around and goes, fascinating, 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 which is what Billy said. And I'm sorry, but you're not Billy, and you sure as heck aren't the Black Spock. So find a different word to say besides fascinating, 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 fascinating. So, all that aside, are you going to get a fun kick out of this show? If you like Mighty Morphin, yeah. Because it has everything that Mighty Morphin had in it that was cool when you were a kid or a teenager. But the problem is, you're not a kid and you're not a teenager now. So, will I be watching another episode of Megaforce? Honestly, I haven't made up my mind yet. Because that was my biggest issue with this show. Problem number 4 is its lack of originality. I mean, they danced the line between an homage and a blatant ripoff of Mighty Morphin, and the pilot pretty much came to the point of it was jumping the shark already, because it basically was Mighty Morphin without the original cast. There was no originality to it. And even the other great Nickelodeon show right now, the new TMNT, it's starting to get to the point to where, okay, that's great that you're pulling elements from the 87 series and the 2003 series into your show, but you're not really doing a good job of hiding the fact that you're basically performing the same script. Because the last episode of TMNT, it was, oh, Leonardo's getting frustrated with his leadership. He's going to go off by himself, and oh, here comes Karai. And she has good in her, and I'm going to bring out the good in her. And because it's Nickelodeon's TMNT, let's just take it one step further and have Leonardo crushing on Karai. And then, instead of Shredder tempting Leonardo with an ancient sword, let's have Karai do it. Seriously, Nickelodeon? Seriously? There's no originality at all. It's just that. Very, very sad. So yeah, I went off on a little bit of a tangent about TMNT there, but Power Rangers Megaforce. Bottom line is, if you're into cheesy nostalgia, you're going to like it, but you're probably going to get annoyed very quickly because there's just nothing new about this show. So you let me know what you thought if you saw the pilot by attaching a video response down below or posting a comment. And don't forget to check out the official sponsors of this program and channel, Handi Enterprises Inc. Anytime you subscribe to the YouTube channel or follow any of their social media, you help me get closer to a $200 bonus for my job. Also, don't forget that if you want to become a full YouTube partner yourself, you can click on my full screen referral link and try to get in if you meet all the criteria. And should you get accepted, I get a little kickback for it, which would be sweet. And until next time, this is reality according to the Razman and Razman style. It's not just a catchphrase, but a way of life.